Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Manish and hope you all guys are doing well. So guys, previously I have created 2 or 3 videos in Autosys, but all the videos were in Hindi. So many of the people commented on that video to recreate these videos in English also. So guys, in this video we will talk about Autosys and these are the topics which we will discuss in this video are about Autosys. Basically, what is Autosys, why we are using it, what are its benefit, then what is the workflow, or you can say architecture of Autosys. Then we will discuss about the Autosys job, how we can create these job, what are these job types, and what are the states of these jobs. And finally we will talk about the Autosys GIL. Basically GIL refers for job information language and its attributes. So guys, let's start it with Autosys. So basically Autosys is a workload automation tool, or you can say it is a automated job control system that provides scheduling, monitoring and reporting of jobs. And the job and their definitions are centralized into the Autosys server. So in next slides we will talk about this Autosys server, what is this Autosys server, and what are its uses. So this Autosys server will communicate with the remote Autosys agent to perform the job operations. Now what are the benefits of Autosys, why we are using in the industries? So number one benefit of the Autosys is it increase the organization productivity. Second one is it improves the operational efficiency. Next is better reliability and flexibility with less effort and cost. And the last benefit of Autosys is business continuity and reduced risk of downtime. So these are the benefits of Autosys. So because of these benefits we are using Autosys tool into our industries. So now comes to the point of architecture. So basically what is its architecture? So its architecture is divided into 3 parts. Number one is remote agent, number two is event server, or you can say Autosys database, and number third is event processor. So basically what is the remote agent? So remote agent is a process which is triggered by event processor to execute a task on remote machine, or you can say on client machine. Second one is what is Autosys database or event server. So this event server or Autosys database is the repository where the job definitions are stored. And event processor is a crucial component. Basically it reads and processes all the events which are in the database, or you can say which are in the repository. So what are the job types? So basically in next slide we will talk about the job types. So in this slide we will be talking about how we can create a job definition. So there are 2 ways to create a job definition. Number one is using GUI. So here GUI refers for the graphical user interface. So through Autosys GUI, attributes can be set to describe like where, when and how a job should be run. And second, we can create a Autosys job using GIL. So GIL is job information language. In next slides we will talk about it. So basically GIL is a specification language which has its own commands to describe where, when and how a job should be run. In other words, it is a kind of schema which has its own data types and defined structure and syntax. So now comes to the point, types of jobs. So basically Autosys jobs are divided into 3 parts. Number one is command job, number two is file watcher job, and last one is box job. So what is the command job? So as its name itself suggests, it is used to execute the commands, and Autosys command job is a single command, or you can say executable anti-batch file, or it can be like a script file. Second one of job type is file watcher job. So Autosys file watcher job will watch for the arrival of a particular file. And the third type of Autosys job is box job. So basically here Autosys box are the containers which can contain another job inside it, or you can say it can also contain the other box inside it. So it is a container that consists of other jobs including other boxes. The box job can be used to control and organize process flow. And impressive feature of this type of job is box can be put into the another boxes. So it is the important job type. So what are the job states, and you can say what are the status of a job. So autosys job can have these states. So number one is starting. So autosys job has starting state when an event is initiated to start the job procedure with the remote agent. And next state is running state. So running state means a job is in running mode. So there can be of two case. If the job is a box job, this value simply means that the job within the autosys box may be started, or it is, if it is a command job, then it is in execution, or you can say its state is running. Third state is inactive state. So it means the job is in inactive state. So the job has never been executed, or its status was intentionally marked to turn off its previous completion status. And next state is activated. So again, if there is a box and box contain another job, so if the box is running, so the job which are inside this box are by default in the activated state. So next state is a success. So job completed successfully. By default, the exit code for the success state is 0. In case of box job, success status means that all the jobs inside the box has completed successfully. So next stage is failure. So job is failed, which means the exit code is greater than 0. Guys, it is the important point here. The exit code for the success condition is 0, and the exit code for the failure condition is greater than 0. Next state is a terminated state. So job is terminated while in the running state. A job can be terminated when the user sends a kill job event. So the job can kill a job by manually by selecting its terminate state, and then clicking on go. So in next video or another day, I will show you the GUI of autosys. So next state is restart state. So job was unable to start due to application or hardware problem, and has been scheduled to restart. So next state is queue wait, or the queue wait job is ready to run, but there are not enough machine or resources available for its execution. And last two states are on hold and on ice states. So in on hold, the job is on hold and will not run until it receives off hold event. And last state is on ice. So job will be on ice, or you can say autosys job is on ice until it receives off ice event. In another words, ice job can be on or off jobs. So now comes to the point JIL. What is JIL? So basically JIL refers for the job information language, or it can be a file, or you can say a script which is used to build a job definition via command line interface. And here this autosys JIL script can contain one or more sub commands and one or more multiple attribute statements. So these are the attributes of this JIL command. Like when you are creating a job through a command line, so then you have to declare these attributes. So guys, I'm not describing here these attributes, so I'm leaving it on your own. So you have to learn all these attributes on your own, and then you have to comment on the video that you have successfully read it or not. So guys, this is the video. I think this video will help you a lot, and if you think this video helped you a little bit, then don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe the channel. So thank you guys for watching the video, and stay tuned up with Aduvani.